Hello, everyone. Welcome back to today's episode with Victoria Legal. If you're new on this channel, I am Dr. Blessing Joseph. I can be your favorite lawyer, okay? So, the topic for today's episode is 10 myths on divorce cases in Nigeria. What I mean by myths are untrue beliefs, misconceptions a lot of persons have on divorce cases in Nigeria. We're going to be clearing all that up in this video. So do not go anywhere. Don't change your channel whatsoever. In fact, this is the right time to share. Share this link. Share this channel with your loved ones, with your family, with everyone around you. That will be your own way of contributing to knowledge. And if you're yet to subscribe, you can do so now. Subscribe, urge your friends, urge your loved ones to subscribe. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. You're welcome back to this channel. Like I said, I have 10 common myths on divorce cases in Nigeria. The first one is that a lot of persons, a lot of people, they rely on the movies, on the books they read, and they erroneously believe that mere signing of divorce documents, mere signing of papers, maybe the other party can call the party the petitioner just comes up with divorce documents and say, okay, the respondent, you sign here, then automatically your marriage comes to an end. No. That belief, that thought is totally wrong. Okay, it doesn't work that way here. For you to bring a marriage to an end in Nigeria, for you to have divorce, a valid divorce in Nigeria, you need to approach the appropriate courts, the courts with the jurisdiction to handle divorce proceedings in Nigeria. And what we have here that has the power, the jurisdiction to handle divorce matters in Nigeria is the High Court. So until the competent court declare the parties divorced, that is when you can say you have properly divorced your partner. So please, that belief of, oh, get me the divorce paper, then I'm all out of here, because I've met some clients, you understand? Some clients will come to you, he doesn't want again. He doesn't want the marriage again, or she doesn't want the marriage again, and I also don't want the marriage again, so we can just go our separate ways by just signing divorce papers. They're like, oh, hold on here, okay? It's not applicable in Nigeria. You can see that abroad, you can see that in the movies, you can see that in your books or whatever you read. But here, in this part of the world, here in Nigeria, I'm talking about Nigeria here, it's not applicable. It doesn't work that way. You must go to court. You must approach a judge, and it is the judge. It is the judge in the High Court that will declare your marriage dissolved. Okay? Number 2 on my list, divorce cases stay long in courts. No. Divorce cases do not stay long in courts. That statement, that belief is untrue. Like untrue. The recent case I had on divorce was just in January. In January, I filed for the matter in December. Then we started the case proper in January. Before the ending of March, we were done. Both parties, they went their separate ways. All you need to wait for is in usual 30 days, 19 days for the divorce to become absolute. You understand? Because the judge will only give you an order nisi. Then after like 90 days, you can now obtain the decree absolute. Okay, so that is how it works. It doesn't take time at all. In less than 7 months, you're done. It's only whereby you see divorce matters going on and on for years, maybe a year, 2 years, 3 years and beyond. It is when that matter is very, very contentious. When the matter is very contentious. That is when you see a divorce proceeding going beyond 5-7 months. Okay, and when I talk about contentious here, it might be maybe they have property they are dragging, ownership of a property whereby there are children involved, and a lot of other things can make the matter very contentious. Okay, it can complicate the divorce proceedings. That is when you see the case going beyond the months, as I have mentioned. Another myth on my list, which is a third, right? The gender of the judge determines the outcome of the divorce proceedings. No, it doesn't work that way. Whether the judge is a male or a female, the judge is not prone to back or be biased in any proceedings. No, they have sworn their allegiance to be loyal to justice. They have sworn, all judges have sworn to dispense justice with fairness. So it will be totally wrong to believe or have this thing in your head, this thought in your head, that for the matter to go this way, then because the judge is a female, and any lawyer that guides you in that angle is totally wrong. No, any lawyer that guides any client in that belief is totally wrong. Whether the judge is a male or a female judge, it doesn't matter. He or she, as the court, will dispense their matter, will dispense it with justice. Okay? There is no room for bias. That is one untrue belief. Another one on my list is the female. That's the fourth. The female clients must be represented by the female lawyers, female counsel. No. And the male clients must be represented by male counsel. No. Whether you're a male petitioner or respondent, a male lawyer can represent you in court. And there is something you should note here. All lawyers are referred to as he in the court of law. There is nothing like male, female, okay? We're all he, okay? We're all sir, nothing like ma. If you want to greet a lawyer, whether it's a female or male, good morning, sir. I think this needs to go round. It needs to go very well. That is why at times when some persons greet me on the road, maybe I'm on my way going somewhere and they're like, hello, sir. They're like, oh, sorry, hello, ma. I said, no problem. Sir is okay. Okay, you're right in referring to me as sir. I'm a lawyer. I'm a solicitor. I'm a barrister of the Supreme Court of Nigeria. Okay, so male, female, there is no gender inequality when it comes to the courts. When it comes to the law, there is no gender inequality. Every gender is equal here. Every gender, male, female, we are all seen as the same. Okay? Another myth here on my list is that females are entitled to compensation or alimony. No. Any spouse can be entitled to alimony. Any spouse can end up being compensated. When I talk about alimony is the money, the assets, the property, whatever that the ex-spouse gives to the other at the end of the marriage, that's at the dissolution of the marriage. So it is at the discretion of the court here. It is the judge that has the absolute power to say, okay, so and so person, maybe the male, gives to the female 50,000 naira every month, gives to the female the house at so place, gives to the female this as alimony or what have you. It is not mandatory that at the dissolution of the marriage, the man must compensate the wife. Maybe they have been married for 10 years or 15 years. Then she'll be like, I've been married to you for 10 years, so as I'm leaving this marriage, you must give me alimony of 5 million. No. It is not compulsory here. You're not entitled to anything. It is at the discretion of the judge. The outcome of every case depends on several factors. So alimony depends on several factors. So it is the place of the judge to determine whether or not any of the party is entitled to alimony. It might be the male or the female. Another belief here is that judges are more sympathetic to the female party here. That in every divorce proceedings, the judges tend to side the female. No. I've handled several cases on divorce, like I stated earlier on. Okay? And there was one particular case in which the petitioner is the male. He was one who brought the divorce proceedings. You understand? He was one who brought the divorce to the court. And it ended in his favor. Because the goddess of justice, she's blind. She is blind. She doesn't know whether you're a male or female. So that is how the law operates here. No one cares whether you're a male or female. No. If so far as the other party has suffered wrong here, whereby there is a wrong, there is a remedy. Okay? So far as the other party have suffered wrong here, he is entitled to whatever, depending on the discretion. It all depends. It all falls at the discretion of the courts. It is the judge here that determines everything, without considering whether this person is male or female. Please note that. Gone are the days whereby people say, hey, when the woman comes there, she should cry. She should say, I've stayed in this marriage for 10 years. I gave birth to children for him. I did that. Were you a child? Obviously, you were not wearing diapers when you got married to him. Okay, so please, let's cut that. Let's just cut it off. Nothing like sympathy and all that. No. Whether you're a male or female, sympathy goes both ways. Okay, please. The seventh myth on my list is that you must be married for at least 2 years before you can file a case of divorce. Sorry to burst your bubbles. Yes, that myth is true. You must be married for at least 2 years before you can bring up a case of divorce to court. Okay? But there is something you should note here. There is no rule that doesn't have an exception. So therefore, there is an exception to this 2 years rule. There is an exception to 2 years rule. And that one is the case for another day. I'm going to reserve that for another day. But if you know the answer to that, you can put that in the comment box. Okay? If you know the exception to this 2 years rule, you can put that in the comment box. Just write your thoughts down there. I'll be with my fingers eager, waiting to reply you. Okay? So that is just it. Then the eighth myth on my list, the eighth myth on my list is that the party who files for divorce must win. That's anyone who comes first wins the matter. No, that is totally erroneous to believe so. Okay, if that is not first come first win, no, it doesn't work that way. You can be the one to bring up the case in court, you can be the petitioner, but the respondent will still win the matter. And mind you, a divorce proceedings is not a tug of war. It's not an avenue or a room for the parties to come and embarrass themselves, or a party to come and start dragging, hey, I will win this matter, hey, this. The main point here is you want to be free. The both parties want to go their separate ways. That should be your point. That should be your goal. Not, hey, I want to win this matter, I want to lose this matter. No, that should be far from it. The goal of every divorce case is to be free, okay? Is to dissolve the marriage. That is the goal of every divorce proceedings. Then I have the ninth on my list is that divorce cases are expensive. Unfortunately, or rather unfortunately, that myth is true. Like true. Divorce cases are expensive because, like the saying goes, good soup, na money maker. Do you understand? Good soup, na money maker. For you to get a reliable lawyer, for you to get a competent lawyer with a good track, with a good record, for you to get that kind of lawyer that you would hand your case over to, then go to bed and sleep well, then that lawyer needs to charge you well. The one thing you should note is that a good lawyer, a good knowledgeable lawyer that knows what he or she is doing, that lawyer will charge you well, okay? That lawyer will charge you well, and you should be ready to pay, so that no matter the outcome, however it goes, the lawyer will fight for you tooth and nail for you to get what you want. All I can assure you is that a good legal representation in divorce cases does not come cheap, okay? Doesn't come cheap. Then the next on my list, which is the 10th myth, is that all properties, all assets must be shared at the end of a marriage in court. No, that belief is totally untrue. It depends on a lot of factors. Like I said, it depends on a lot of factors. So what you look at here is, oh, you have in a marriage, you have a house, you have vehicles, you have this, you have that. Yes, if those things were acquired, if those assets were acquired in the marriage, fine, they can be shared. But if they are not acquired in the marriage, maybe they have been gotten before, maybe the man has gotten those wealth, those properties, the house, before he even got married to you, or the woman has the house, has the property before she got married to the man, don't expect those assets, those properties to be shared equally. No, don't expect them, okay? So it depends on a lot of factors. Like I said, it's at the discretion of the court. The court will deem it fit on how the properties, how the assets will be shared. So I think it is pertinent at this stage to bring to your notice that the above myths that I've mentioned, they are not applicable to marriages under the customary marriages, traditional marriage, all those ones. No. I'm talking about statutory marriage here, marriage under the Act. So all this whole thing will be applicable to you if your marriage is under the Act. You have wedded the person under the Act. I am not referring to traditional marriages in your village. No, I am not. I am not referring to cohabitating. You understand? No, I'm not referring to those kind of relationships. No, or those kind of marriages. No, just marriage under the Act. A lot of people shy away from divorce because they rely on these myths and superstitions and conclude that they conclude on remaining on an already broken marriage. See, I'm not trying to promote divorce here, okay? The purpose of this video is not promoting divorce, but I'm telling you, I have seen a lot of people in an already broken home, an already broken marriage already, as in, like, what are you still doing there is a question I ask them sometimes. I just ask them, like, what are you doing there? What's your motive? The marriage is already broken down irretrievably. What are you preserving? What are you trying to save? Okay, I am not, quote me, I am not promoting divorce in any form, but there are some marriages you receive violence, different kind of behaviors that you do not expect the other party to reasonably live with the perpetrators here. No, you don't. You see a lot of behavior, so you don't advise clients to remain there and die there. No, you don't. Okay, marriage is not meant to be a prison yard. It's not meant to be by force. It's not. Okay, you do all you can. You try your best to make it work, and if it's not working, instead of killing yourselves, you go your way. That is just the purpose of divorce. That is the way out. That's what makes marriage not a prison yard. It's the way out. Okay? So the question I want you to ask yourselves here before I end this video, and I need your answers in the comment section, is to give me the exception to the 2 years rule I mentioned earlier on. I need an exception to the 2 years rule, and I need you to tell me different instances in which a party can file for divorce. Okay, because you can't just approach the court and say you want to end your marriage. There are grounds for divorce. I'll be talking about that in my next episode. But for now, please drop your comment below. And if you're here to subscribe at this stage, what are you waiting for? If you're here to share this video to your loved ones, to everyone around, because I assure you, your next neighbor might need this video. Your next neighbor, your friend, might need this video. You never can tell, okay? So please do well. Contribute to your own knowledge by sharing this video. Urge your friends, urge everyone around you to please subscribe to this channel with _Victoria Legal Bar. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, drop a comment below. Okay, take care. Thank you so much. Gracias.